Hello and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year! It's 2022. This is the first time I've sat down to film in the new year and I'm really excited about it. I hope you've all had a lovely break, however long or short that may have been, but I hope that you've enjoyed it. I've spent quite a bit of time with my plants over the break, which I really enjoyed. I did a lot of repottings, which I haven't done in so long. And I generally try to avoid over winter, but some of them were so bad. They were really bad. I also undertook a big wash down of all the plants, got them all fresh for the new year and treated for pests and stuff. So everything's looking pretty good at the moment, but I've left a couple of plants that I still need to repot to film a video for you guys. A lot of these plants that I'm going to do today are ones that I filmed in my latest plant haul video, which I will link if you haven't seen. But I thought it'd be fun to show you how I'm potting these up and what my plans for them are. I'm leaning much more towards semi-hydro than I ever have, and that's probably to do with time constraints. I do find that it's much simpler and easier to deal with in terms of there's no kind of thought process on is it underwatered, overwatered, should I water now, should I wait another day, that kind of stuff. So for a lot of these plants I'm going to do that, which is kind of new for me. So grab a cup of tea or whatever drink that you would desire and come and join me to do some repotting. Okay, what are we going to do first? Okay, so I have a couple of cuttings here that are due to be potted up. So the one I'm going to start with first is this Philodendron White Princess, I think. The root system isn't amazing, but because I'm going to do semi-hydro, I don't really mind about waiting super long. I don't know if you can see. Those are the roots that we have going on. There are some secondary roots here, but I think it's fine. I'm just eager to see this in a pot, I think. I bought this as a cutting from an Instagram friend. So it was just a one leaf cutting, one also emerging. This one came out a bit wonky, probably to do with shipping, and then it's had this smaller leaf, but with a big chunk of white. I don't have many variegated plants, so this really excited me, and it's obviously much cheaper to buy an unrooted one leaf cutting of something. So I'm going to pot this up into a pot. Guys, I don't think you realize, but I film in this 1.5 meter wide space, and it is so cramped. I can't even fit my legs underneath the chair, just for reality. Can't even fit my legs underneath the chair, so I need to sit in a splits. So I have been thinking a lot about semi-hydro in terms of sustainability. I feel like there's obviously pros and cons to both. I think that I still prefer soil, but I'm enjoying leca a lot more. And I like the simplicity of it. The care as well is super easy and just so straightforward. There's a less kind of figuring out, maybe. Well, there is some figuring out, which I'm still learning from myself. I think the care is much more straightforward, and once you get it, it's kind of the same for everything. Whereas with soil, there's different compositions of the soil, and also each plant will be different in how you care for it in the same soil. So it's just, I don't know. So I also like the way you can reuse it. Big pro. And the fact that you can sterilize it, boil it if you've any fungal or viral issues and things like that. That's super handy. Fertilization is super straightforward, much more controlled about what level of nutrients your plants are getting, that kind of stuff. It's cool. So I'm definitely excited to delve deeper into that this year. and we'll see. Also for certain plants, like for instance Syngonium, I have only ever had luck with Syngonium either in water or a semi-hydro situation, and they seem to be doing really, really well, whereas my Syngonium that I've ever tried to grow in soil, just they're much more fussy with water, and you get yellow leaves a lot more. The only thing is, I don't know how my branch situation really works when you get to semi-hydro. I haven't done it yet, and I do want this one to have a branch, but then the bottom of the branch is sitting in water. I feel like that's much more likely to rot and have issues. Maybe I'll just do it. I need to take all these out. Bye. We'll see. If it starts to rot, I'll just take it out. I'll figure out something else. It is handier that you don't have to move the plant as much. So how was your guys' break? Let me know what you got up to. Did you do any cool planty projects? I feel like most of mine was just general care maintenance, not like new exciting projects, but did you do anything? Did you make anything cool? Let me know. I have kind of big plans for next year to experiment with different things like terrariums, bigger scale projects like that. Exciting. God, this hobby is just, it's never ending. There's always new things to try and do. It's so exciting. We're going to just cut a little bit of this to help with stability until the root hairs kind of grab onto the leca. It's cute. It's very small. It's very small, but it's cute, you know? And I think it will look really, really nice when it starts growing up. One thing I haven't delved deep into is fertilization. Now, I think that's kind of okay so far for me to have not been doing. When it starts to really kick into spring, I want to start doing that. And I know that using nutrients and stuff like that is the common thing to do, but and I'm totally fine to do that too. But if you have any idea about like organic fertilizers for leca, like what works, I currently use an organic seaweed fertilizer for all of my plants that's based in Ireland, so it's local and I really like it. But can I use that for leca? Would it be too strong? How do I figure out the dose? That kind of thing. Because the dose is so low, I don't measure it for my soil plants. I just kind of put a little bit in each time I water, and that's fine, but let me know. So that's number one done. I did a Secret Santa with planty friends, and I got this lechuza pot. You know, these self-watering pots, everyone has them except for me. I've never had one before. I've also never tried pon before. It came with some pon, which is fantastic. And yeah, I'm intrigued. I feel like it will be so easy, won't it? It will just tell you when the water's down. I think you can use these with soil as well, but since pon came with it, I definitely want to try that. I also got some really, really lovely presents and some cuttings as well, which was just so exciting and nice. A really nice thing to do for Christmas. So I'm going to use this now. I haven't washed the pon, don't know if you're supposed to or not, but I'm going to pot up this, what the fuck is it called? Is it that? I can't remember. I will put it on the screen when I can use my phone and look it up. I got a cutting of this in the Secret Santa, and I think this will look really nice in it. I put it in water when I got it, so it was a little bit dry. I'm going to cut off the rot here and let that dry. But I think it came in moss, but I think it was in soil before, so this is cool. Well, I think pon, it just looks lovely, doesn't it? The colour is really aesthetically pleasing. So basically how these work, if you don't know, it has this outer thing, which is nice and tall and pretty. And then it has this thing, which is what your plant goes into. It has a water meter measurer here that has a max and a minimum, so you can tell how much water is in the bottom. Then it has this kind of string coming out that's obviously wicks up the water into the bottom. Can you see that? Not really, it's super white. But the string goes in the bottom. There's little kind of holes in the bottom too. Put that in, put your plant in. The string wicks up the water and you can check the level of the water. So it seems pretty easy. I just pour it in. How easy is that? I don't know. I feel far, like way behind compared to most people. I will fill up all of these with water after this video. Wow, it's so pretty. I love the green stones. I'll lift that up a little bit. Wow, it's like the perfect amount. I shouldn't have lifted that up. Oh, it just went everywhere. I mean, would it be a repotting if shit didn't go everywhere? Look at it, little baby. My light just went off. Sorry about that. The lighting in this video is not going to be that nice anymore. I didn't charge my light, did I? No. I've turned the light back on, but if it is low on battery, it will just turn back off. So anyways, nice grey pot. That's another thing I want to do for 2022 is be a little bit more aesthetic with pots and things like that. I tend to just go for whatever I have, but I don't know, I think I want to put more effort into what colour the pots are. Like for instance, Anthurium clarinervium here, hate the pot that's in, hate it. I know I could just get a cover pot, but then I'm getting 2 pots for 1 plant. When you have a lot of plants, it's not really sustainable. And this is for, if you watch the plant haul video, you will know, but this is for my Syngonium auritum here. This is rooting up like crazy. I've still just had it in water, but it's ready to go. Light has gone off. Decided definitely, because it's a Syngonium, I don't trust myself growing this in soil. And I really don't want to lose this one. It's very special to me. Okay, so we do want a stick for this one though, which I have right here. I do think that I need to find some kind of taping mechanism to the back of the pot that will be hidden, that is stable, and that will stay there. So I'm going to do that at a later date. I don't want to put this in the pot, because I really don't want that wood to rot in there. Wow, look at that. Rude party! This is me just realising that I probably should have gone in an even bigger pot, because I underestimated the size of these. Because of the way it is, I think I'm going to put it at the back here, which then would give me space to put up a branch behind. So I'm just going to pot it up like this. One thing I've yet to do is converting a soil plant to leca. I'm quite afraid of that process. Feel like rot would happen. Okay, and done. Super straightforward. That's what that looks like. I think this looks really cool. It is facing kind of the opposite way, but I'm sure it will turn itself. Like I will have it like this and put some kind of a stick behind. It already feels super firm because there's a lot of roots down there. That new leaf is rotting. This did have scale, which I think I treated, but something's going on. We'll see, maybe it has another pest. So I just have this pot left with an inside thing. So I either have loads of Rhaphidophora tetrasperma cuttings, which might be my last hope in making my Rhaphidophora look nice. Didn't I do a care tips video on that? Yes, I did. Has my Rhaphidophora declined since then? Yes, it has. So that's great. Doesn't mean I don't know how to care for it. I do know how. It just doesn't suit me, I think, as a plant to care for. And I think it would suit me far better if it was in semi-hydro. whenever I've put cuttings in water, they just grow so fast. They're so happy and they have a great time. And then when it's in soil, it's great. And then one time it's like, didn't like the way you watered me there. I'm going to just yellow and die. And grow really slowly and not have fenestrations and be really annoying. So I just keep propagating it, and I'd like a long Rhaphidophora. We may be moving soon, and the idea of having a long Rhaphidophora tetrasperma in a corner somewhere that's like on a white wall or something, that's what I need. So anyways, that was a tangent. I either have this Epipremnum, what is it? It's like a is it a mandula? Or is it... No, I think it's a mandula. I'll put the name on if whatever. This was in my plant haul video as well. So I either have that or these. And I do think because of the root system going on and how many cuttings, I think I'd like a bigger pot to put it in than this. So there's a lot. I did say this on my Instagram, but for those of you that don't follow me, I generally take January much slower than other months. I kind of give myself a month to kind of, I don't know, get some good practices going, some good daily habits. I always do this yoga program, which is a big side note, but if you know Yoga with Adrian, or if you're interested with yoga, you might know this. She runs a 30-day program every January. This is my 7th year doing it, which is shocking. And I just kind of take it slow. I think about my goals for the year and stuff like that. So obviously with that, you know, I film and edit my videos on the weekends or in the evenings. And it means that uploads this month will be much slower than they normally are. I have so many video ideas at the moment. And I feel like I just hit this kind of, I just felt very like inspired and had a lot of like really creative ideas over Christmas, and I've written them all down. And I have a couple of videos that I'm like in the process of doing that are kind of longer form, or like they take a longer period of time to film updates and stuff. So I'm really excited for them. Saying that, even though I have lots of ideas, if you have any specific requests for me, let me know down below and I will add them to the list, because of course I obviously want to make videos that I enjoy making, but also ones that you enjoy watching. If you're not subscribed, you could subscribe, you know. Wow, so pretty. I love it. I love dark pots. Love them. Okay, so that's pretty good, I think. I think there's some good roots that's going to happen. And again, I do want to grow this up something. Just taking off the sticker here. This is an Elho pot, if you're interested. What do you think? It's cute, no? It's really cute. Love it. There's something so just pretty about that. Yeah, I guess I'll see you in the next video, whenever that is. I don't even know, but I hope that you enjoyed watching this one. And if you did, please subscribe. I do, you know, would like to hit some goals with YouTube this year. I'm not really sure what numbers to put out there, but, you know, I just continue to be happy to continue to grow and to continue having people that enjoy watching. That's really my overall goal, of course. And while I just smash up a little root in my finger. That's just gross. If you did like the video, please let me know by liking it or even subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care, have a great January, and enjoy your plants. Bye.